With toe loop, I actually don't talk about 3-turn, put your toe pick, waltz jump, because then I find out that they end up doing that, and we really don't want that toe waltz jump, toe axle thing. So we do spend some time understanding that the toe goes in backwards underneath the hip. So from here, it goes underneath my left hip. Well, actually underneath my right hip. So it's right there, and then it comes off the ice like that. When we're doing single toe loop, I usually teach it from an inside 3-turn, tap underneath, and jump. And then I start explaining to the kids that their toe pick goes in backwards, and that this, your right foot, if they're jumping to the left, their right foot comes off the heel and kicks through. So they get that feeling of lifting to the side more. They feel that this kicks out to the side. Once they start doing this, if they turn it in and it crosses over, it doesn't work very well, especially for doubles and triples. Not in the beginning. I'm not emphasizing much other than how the toe goes in the ice, because I think that's difficult enough in the beginning when you're teaching it. And then as they start getting better and better, then we'll work on keeping the hips underneath and getting that stretch, and then coming underneath. But yeah, at the beginning, we're just trying to get the toe pick to come in this way, not that way. A lot of times I think the biggest wake up for kids is that they understand that this foot comes a little bit off the heel. And so we'll work on, a lot of times kids do a toe loop wrong, they can do a loop jump, and so then we go back and explain that it really is a loop jump with a little toe assist, so they go that way. So it's like doing a loop with your foot behind, like that, except for you just put your toe in. But it's the same thing. So it's a loop with a toe assist. A good exercise for toe loop to make sure that your skater's keeping their power over their right side, as long as they're jumping this way, is just to stand and balance without wiggling. And you have to learn to bring your toe underneath you without putting all your weight back on your toe. So when you're doing a double or triple, this comes underneath you and your hips start, and your hips turn before your shoulders. If you start your shoulders first, your balance goes over your left side, you can't get it back over your right side. So it's really important that your hips start the rotation. You have to build your mechanics. Single, double, triple, it's all the same mechanics, it just ends up working a little bit quicker. But if things start to go off, then you can pull off a single easily. You can pull off a double sort of. Really hard to pull off a triple if your mechanics are off. You pretty much can't. Can't do a quad. Okay, so this is Kirsten Olson. She's going to do a triple toe for us. There's good reasons to do both entries, outside 3, stretch, toe, and inside 3, stretch, toe. I think it's easier to keep your rhythm from the inside 3. I think it's easier to keep your shoulders checked and in control from the outside 3. And so it's nice to do both ways. And it's good to teach lots of different entries for kids. Gives them a variety, gives them a little more control over what they're doing, a little more input on their part. So, if one day feels a little off one way, they can do it another way and solve their own problems. Nice save on that. She got a little wide and swinging going into that one. So then it was hard for her to control her shoulders, but she did. There, now she's working on a little exercise to help her control her shoulders. Right. So she's doing this exercise to hold her shoulders and watch where her head goes, keeping her head to the right. 3 turn, check the shoulders, watch the head, and then up. And check. That was lovely. Nice. It just provides a little variety in the program too, so you're not always doing the same takeoff in the same pattern.